Welcome back, family. I'm no chef, but I'll be cooking it today. We're going to be making some of my favorite Thanksgiving recipes that I ate growing up. Starting off with a maple glazed ham, some candied yams, and some cornbread dressing. But the catch is we're going to be doing this all vegan style, of course. And the other catch is we're going to be doing the bulk of the work in today's sponsor, the Toshiba air fry microwave combo oven. It has a stainless steel finish, a compact design so it can easily fit on any kitchen counter. It's a microwave, it's an air fryer, it's a convection oven, and it's a broiler all in one. It also comes with 3 different accessories that you can use to cook with on various modes. And since we're going to be using a convection oven for most of the recipe, I thought I'd do a quick test on the air fryer mode to see how good we can get these hash browns to turn out. And in just 10 minutes, they will cook to perfection, golden brown and crispy. Not to mention, compared to traditional air fryers, this one has a much larger capacity, and we're going to be putting it to the ultimate test to see how well these recipes turn out today. But if you want one for your kitchen, they're going to be $100 off between November 20th and December 1st. Just click the link in my description and get yours when you can. Now let's get started on these recipes. First things first, we're going to make our cornbread for our cornbread dressing later. We're going to need 1 1/4 cups of almond milk or any plant milk, preferably unsweetened. 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, mix thoroughly, then set that to the side until we need it. Grab a large mixing bowl, then we're going to add 1 cup of flour, 1 1/4 cups of cornmeal, our baking soda, our baking powder, our salt, coconut sugar. Then we're going to whisk this up until fully combined. Set that aside, then we're going to add 4 tablespoons of butter to a small bowl, vegan butter, and we're going to melt this. By using the auto menu on our Toshiba combo oven, just choose the proper thing, choose the weight, and then press start. Then just take that melted butter, set it to the side. Then to our milk, we're going to add our flax egg, our melted butter, and 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. That part is optional if you don't want it to be so sweet. Then we're going to pour the wet mixture into the dry mixture, grabbing a spatula or a whisk and mix this up until fully combined. You don't want to over mix here, just until it comes together. I ended up switching over to the whisk just to get all those lumps out of there. Then grab an 8x8 baking pan and spray it with a little avocado oil or non-stick spray. Then we're going to pour all of our batter over into this pan, using a spatula, making sure we get all of the batter out of the bowl. Do your best to even it out. Then we're gonna preheat our Toshiba combo oven to about 375 degrees Fahrenheit. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to preheat, and then you're good to go to start your cook time. When it's done, remove it from your combo oven, and you're gonna let this cool for later when we make our cornbread dressing. But as you can see, look at that brown top, cooked to perfection. Next up, we're gonna start on our maple glazed ham. Grab you a large mixing bowl and add in 1 1/4 cups of vital wheat gluten and set that to the side. Then grab you a food processor or a blender and add in 1 cup of chickpeas, 3/4 cups of veggie broth, some avocado oil, some nutritional yeast, some liquid smoke, some soy sauce, some tomato paste, some maple syrup, some smoked paprika, some ground cloves, some onion powder, and garlic powder. Then we're gonna process this until completely smooth. Then we're gonna pour our wet mixture directly into our dry mixture. And using a spatula or a wooden spoon, we're gonna mix this up until a dough starts to form. Once it gets to this point, don't be afraid to get in there with your hands. Sprinkle a little bit of vital wheat gluten on a clean surface. Then we're gonna knead our dough for about 30 seconds. Then we're gonna form it into a shape of like a loaf or whatever shape you want your ham to be. Then transfer it to a steam basket, and we're gonna add 3 to 4 cups of no chicken broth or veggie broth to our pot. And we're gonna cover this up, bring it to a boil, and reduce to simmer. And we're gonna let this steam for about an hour. Once it's done, it should look something like this. I'm gonna set this to the side. And while that cools a little bit, we're gonna work on our glaze. We're gonna melt 4 tablespoons of vegan butter in our combo oven, again using a microwave mode. Grab a large mixing bowl, add in our melted vegan butter, coconut sugar, maple syrup, Dijon mustard, some Ceylon cinnamon. We're gonna mix this up until it's completely smooth. Before we prepare our ham to cook, let's preheat our Toshiba combo oven. Next, we're gonna score our vegan ham, and that just means we're gonna cut diagonal lines all down the ham on both sides, creating a checkered effect, which adds texture and it just looks good. The next part is optional, but we're gonna place cloves for decoration inside of the corners of the diamonds. And that's just for decoration, and it's gonna smell really nice. Add it to your baking dish of choice. First, drizzle a little bit of the maple glaze on the bottom. Add 5 to 7 pineapple rings on the bottom, depending on how big your dish is. Then we're gonna add our ham on top of that. Then we're gonna drizzle some of the glaze over the top until it's completely covered, but we're gonna make sure to leave a little bit for later. Then we're gonna cook this at 425 for about 30 minutes, making sure to baste halfway through. It's been 15 minutes, so we're gonna take this out. Drizzle with some more glaze. This just helps it stay moist. Make sure to spread that out evenly. Then we're gonna put that in there for the remainder of the 15 minutes. When it's done, it should look something like this. The exterior should be slightly crispy. We're gonna top it off with the rest of that glaze. And after this, you can serve, or if you're like me and have to make the rest of your sides, you can set that to the side for later. This looks absolutely amazing. Next up, we're gonna make our candied yams. We need 4 medium-sized sweet potatoes, and we're gonna peel them. Then we're gonna cut them into a 1/4 inch thick circles like this. Grab your 9 by 13 baking dish. Spread with a little avocado oil. Then we're gonna align our dish sorta like this. Fit as many in there as you can. We're gonna set that to the side and make our syrup to pour over the top. We need 4 tablespoons of vegan butter. We're gonna melt that in our combo oven. Then we're gonna add some maple syrup, some coconut sugar, some vanilla extract, some Ceylon cinnamon, some nutmeg, and a little bit of salt, about a pinch. Gonna whisk this up until fully combined, nice and smooth. Then we're gonna drizzle this over the top. I like to do it with a spoon at first just to make sure I don't pour too much on one side. Try to make this as even as possible. Then we're gonna cover this with aluminum foil, and this just traps the moisture in and prevents it from drying out and burning. But before we do that, I like to top mine off with a little extra Ceylon cinnamon and a little extra nutmeg. Now we add the foil. Make sure you put this on tightly. Preheat our Toshiba combo oven to 375 degrees, and we're gonna bake this for about 35 minutes covered with aluminum foil. And in about 20 minutes, take it out and we're gonna baste it a little bit with the syrup at the bottom. Just trying to make sure this doesn't dry out. Then we just put that in there for the rest of our time, and when it comes out, it should look something like this. Look how beautiful that looks. And last but not least, let's make our cornbread dressing. We need 1 yellow onion. We're gonna dice that up. 3 stalks of celery. Gonna dice that up. Add a tablespoon of avocado oil on medium heat. We're gonna add in our onions and our celery. We're gonna cook this for about 5 to 7 minutes until the onions are translucent and our celery is soft. Then we're gonna season the taste with salt and black pepper. Add 3 cloves of minced garlic, and we're gonna let that cook for another 30 seconds. Then turn off the heat and set that aside for later. Grab a large mixing bowl, and we're gonna crumble up our cornbread that we made earlier. Then pour in your onions and celery. Our parsley, about a 1/4 cup. Tablespoon of rosemary, tablespoon of thyme, tablespoon of sage. Some poultry seasoning to taste and some season oil to taste. Then mix this up until fully combined. Then we're gonna add in some veggie broth a little bit at a time. While mixing this up, you're gonna make sure this is wet but not soggy, so you don't wanna add in too much broth. I think I end up adding about 1.5 cups of the broth altogether. Gonna mix this up. Grab your baking dish, lightly grease it. Then we're gonna pour our dressing over into our baking dish and level it out as best you can with your spatula. We're gonna bake this for a majority of the time, covered with foil to prevent it from drying out. And for about the last 5 to 10 minutes, we're gonna take the foil off and let the top get golden brown. We're gonna bake this at 350 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. And when it's done, it should look something like this. I like to top mine off with some extra parsley. And this is the look you're going for. Dressing is one of my favorite Thanksgiving dishes, and this looks absolutely amazing. Now everything is done. We're gonna slice into our maple glazed ham, and the inside should look something like this. I'm telling y'all, this vegan ham is super meaty and packed with so much flavor. Y'all have to make this. Just because you're vegan doesn't mean you can't eat the same soul food you're used to eating, just in a different light. Now let's eat. So our maple glazed ham, our cornbread dressing, and our candied yams are done. They smell absolutely amazing, and so does this house, and it looks absolutely amazing. Only thing left to do is to taste it. But before we get started, I don't know about y'all, I like to put hot sauce on my dressing and on my ham. Just on a little piece. Let's taste the ham first. Wow. The texture of that. I don't even know how to describe it. The texture of that. It's like I was eating meat. The flavor is all infused with the maple glaze. That's amazing. I give the maple glaze ham a 15 out of 10. It's been, ever since I've been plant-based, I haven't had a full Thanksgiving platter like I'm used to. And this is the first year that I'm actually making everything. And I outdone myself on that ham. It's absolutely amazing. So let's taste the dressing now. Dressing is one of my favorite dishes on Thanksgiving, along with macaroni and cheese. And this is absolutely fire. Get the dressing a 20 out of 10. Now let's taste the candied yams. $15 out of 10. It's really hard to mess up candied yams, but you'll be surprised. I think it's very hard to mess them up. These are 15 out of 10. Don't take my word for it. Try this recipe out for yourself. Let me know in the comments how it turns out. Also, if you're interested in the Toshiba air fryer microwave combo oven, just click the link in my description. Get yours today before they set out. Let me know any suggestions for food and recipes in the comments as well. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. What's up, family? I appreciate y'all constant support, but if you want to support me even more, go to my website, PlantbasedBrandon.com. I have I'm No Chef, but I be cooking hoodies, aprons, t-shirts, and my ebook is on there as well. I love y'all. Thank you for watching.